Two teams playing today, Merewether Carlton versus Hamilton Hawks. Introduce the players, starting with the Hamilton Hawks first. Number 1, Jack Allen. Number 2, Kelly Byrne. Number 3, Samuel Rogers. Number 4, Jack Return. Number 5, Aaron Holland. Number 6, Libby Winston. Number 7, Tom Gilden. Number 8, Benjamin Joseph. Number 9, Jack Perry. Number 10, Patrick White. Number 11, Cody Easton. Number 12, Murray Higgins. Number 13, Zachary Crowley. Number 14, Ian Burl. And number 15, Mason Pippin. On the bench, Jacob Bowden, Keone Paulira, Alex Carr, Stan Gardner, Jacob Rabelais, Solomona Chulai, Bailey Jago, and John Hamilton. The Merewether Carlton team, number 1, Ryan Phil Ryan. Number 2, Bodie Weinstein. Number 3, Jared Kelly. Number 4, Oscar Lowry.
Well, welcome everybody to the Bar TV Sports coverage of the Colts NHRU Grand Final, brought to you by Rams and Instant Access here, live at number 2 Sports Ground. It's early in the morning. A couple of these young 19-year-olds probably just getting home, to tell you the truth. With us, he's been home all day. He suffered an unfortunate injury last week. Ethan Fowles from Merewether Carlton. Ethan, how are you? Yeah, very, very well. It's pretty brisk here this morning, but it should be a lovely open game of rugby. These two sides love throwing the ball around. Tell us your thoughts on some of the players out there. Who do you like from the Merewether Carlton side? Who's going to make the difference?
I think we'll start from the number 8, Lachlan Miller. He's a real defensive player and brings a lot of punch to the forwards in the greens. I reckon Josh Morgan too. He's one of our best, so should all start from them two in the forwards, I reckon. Big forwards going back.
There's certainly some pace out wide. Tommy Crow and Toby Bogarts as well. I'm surprised he hasn't got his skate shoes on out there, following his old man's footsteps. But in any case, let's go over to the Hamilton side. There's the two sides out there shaking their hand. Pat White leads them round pretty well at the number 10, but there's a couple of players you've got your eyes on out there too.
Yeah, Zach Crowley's always hard to manage out there, so I'm sure Gully and Quebec will have their work cut out for them, but yeah, they should handle it all right.
Of course, the captain as well for the Hamilton Hawks, the hooker, Kelly Byrne. Watch out for him because he gets around the park pretty well and he normally slips out a couple of tries. Interesting fact, this Hamilton Hawks side haven't been beaten in a couple of years. And the Merewether side, talking to their coaches earlier on, Ben McCulloch and Tony Price, they rate their chances pretty high, so it's going to be a very good game here at number 2 Sports Ground to kick off the day. As we go now to the middle of the action. And here we go, grand final time. It's showtime, kicked off by Price, and it's a lovely kick down to the 22. Good hit up there. What do you think the guys are going to feel themselves out? Is it something that normally happens in the Colts game? We normally see a bit of, I guess, argy-bargy early on.
Yeah, he starts with Rocky Miller as a yoga.
He certainly is.
Ryan too, he always has a crack.
So ball comes down, it's a good clear and kick, good exit as Mackay comes around and bounces. He doesn't get to it on the full.
Got a pretty good boot on him, so.
Yeah, off the side of the boot that time. It wasn't the best of clearances, but it finds some space and there's a bit of trouble out there as it's going to be a penalty now for Hamilton offside. Is the call. Nick Gould, the referee. So kick for touch, first real opportunity here for Hamilton, who through the grades are very well drilled, especially at the set piece. So this will be interesting line out to see if Merewether Carlton can get up and spoil it, but I guess the Hamilton pack, they're towering, aren't they?
Yeah, Caleb Hopping. Apparently, I don't know much about the ball, I don't go in there much, but yeah, apparently he's a real good line-out jumper. But Oscar Lowry, very dangerous too, so I'm sure he can match it.
Yeah, certainly. So here we go. Here's the captain, Kelly Byrne. As the Hamilton Hawks set nice and deep. And two straight away. Nice safe balls. They drive through it. It's a a very good setup now for some action here. Good defensive line by the Greens, though. They're getting up rather quickly. So they'll have to watch themselves. Might need to take themselves a step back as the Hawks now pick and drive.
See Solly Wellings and Lockie Miller out there together. I really do like the running at those two.
Yeah, Lockie Miller obviously playing a fair bit of first grade this year as well. He'll come off the bench today. That's a penalty there, offside is the call. So a bit of discipline problems early on for the Greens. They look like they've got a spring in their steps over. They'll have to watch it early on because they can't afford to lose anyone to the bin. Now this is 5 metres out, and this is exactly where the Hawks will want it. You imagine they'll probably set up for a maul here, Ethan.
Yeah, I'd say so. Interested to see what our boys do, but wonder if they can test it.
I think you've got to contest it early on. And they stay down and they bind on. Oh, that's a lovely tackle off the line out. So now looking for the ball. They're going to have to use some good line defence as they go wide straight away. Hopping is looming on the outside. Good work by Price. Stepping back on the inside. It's a staggered defensive line, and Pat White gets them 15 metres out as they come around now. Good defence out wide. Gulliver it was. And here they come again. Rogers from the Hawks. Looks to get things moving. White, he's screaming for the ball, has runners on the outside. It's a lovely ball to Dyson. You can't miss him with that pink headgear. And again, quick ball for the Hawks. Now it goes wide. Oh, that's lovely defence by Price. Looks like he's going to have a really big game here today, putting his hand up. As the ball goes wide, they're somewhat isolated out on the flank, the Hawks. So short side play. Just setting it up. This is good composure, though, by the Hamilton side. Really building on their phases. White gets the ball again. It's inside. Oh, that is a lovely tackle. Beautiful hit there.
Throws everything he's got into it, Sully.
So now White again. They're flat-footed, the Hawks, and just struggling to find some momentum at the moment as Crowley takes them in front of the sticks just outside the 22. They've lost 20 metres here. And this is really good defence. Oh, it's a turnover by the Merewether Carlton side. Lovely defence off their own line. They drove them back 20 or so metres. That's not the best clearing kick as it comes across from Price. Now it's a staggered chase as well. They had the opportunity there to isolate, and nice work by the number 8, Dyson, getting through a lot of work early on from the Hawk side. He's a good player, Ethan.
Here's McGregor. McGregor's a real talent too. He's just come across from the league background. He's slowly getting the grips of things. He goes real well too. Someone to watch out for.
So now they go wide again and really looking to exploit that channel where Price and his centre partner McGregor, they've been sold so far in defence as White gets the ball again. Plenty of touches early on. Nice grubbing kick in behind. Now Mackay off the side of the boot. Not a bad clearing kick this time, and gets a very good bounce over the touchline. So that's another good let-off there for the Greens.
What we need by Jack. Real handy with kicking corners. Got a great boot on him. He's nearly out during the week. He had appendicitis and they gave him something. He's come good for the game, so a bit of a scare. Went into hospital on Thursday night.
They didn't cut it out?
Nah, just said he got some type of medication. He's feeling good.
Very good. Inside ball, that's not a bad pass there, and the Greens come across in cover. Oh, they turn over again, so here they come. The Greens.
Really need to attack this short side.
Yeah, they need quick ball as well. Good little pick and drive by Ryan.
Here's Miller.
Here's Miller. Miller getting the side going. Good run there by Miller. Quick ball again. This is better stuff by the Greens as Josh Morgan.
Here we go. Out
Here's
wide.
Price. Now the wide ball. Oh, well read, but bouncing away. Looking for the offload. They find it as McGregor gets them towards the touchline there, but it's going to be called forward. Good enterprising play there by the Greens. They look very good when they attacked on the fringes there, Ethan.
Yeah, Huey Price is out nice and wide.
Good crowd building early on here today, of course. All the premier grades It's the major semi-final, so they'll get 2 bites of the cherry, and of course the women's grand final here later on today. So get down here, bring your change, and get yourself a sausage sandwich, because I can smell them right now, and tell you what, I'm pretty hungry. So here's White now. The inside border, Crowley. Crowley takes a lovely run up the field, back towards the forward, sets it up nicely on the 40-metre line.
Kelly Byrne lining up for carry.
So really working the short side at the moment, the Hawks, as Jack Allen will take a hit up. Again, good line speed showed by the Carlton side as they come again. Is that McDermott or Hopping? I think it's Hopping out there.
Hopping out there.
And that's a penalty. So again, that's 4 penalties to 0 to the Greens, and they can't afford to let ill discipline get in the way of a good game.
They're holding on well, but fanning out well, making their tackles. They can control.
That's a
their discipline.
beautiful kick down into the 22. So the pressure is going to be applied again. So it was a wonky throw last time by Byrne. Let's see if he can get this one right. It's quite a stiff breeze. It goes to 2, and too easy in the end for the Hawks.
Here's Morgan. Price.
Yeah, long ball out wide, and good sliding defence by the Greens, forcing the Hawks winger in Burles to go back in field.
They need a bit of trouble on this
Yeah,
short
they
side.
need the short side play. It's spoiled at the back, and that'll be a penalty, you'd think. No, knock on. I thought maybe there was hands in the ruck there, but the Greens get away with it. And we'll see our first scrum here today. So Hamilton synonymous with a good scrum throughout the grades, and Merewether Carlton being helped out by Steve Barretto, who our Bar TV sports fans know quite well. Going back to coaching this year, we would have loved to have had him in the commentary box. He may make an appearance for finals.
Should be interesting to see what the boys do here. Are they going to send a crash up or kick for
Well, that's a
corners?
good scrum by the Hawks. I'll tell you what, they'll do nothing, Ethan, because that is a beautiful scrum. Now Hamilton laying the platform. They go wide early on. Oh, good dummy there, and can't get the ball away. Higgins, it's on the short side. They get it away semi-quickly. They needed it quicker down that blind side there. So they'll set up again. They pick and drive the Hawks. They go again. They need to get a bit lower here, the Greens. They're almost over. Is it a maul? He can't get down. He'll have to use it now. He's going to have to roll away. So caught in the maul. Yeah, that's lovely defensive work. Good strength in the tackle by the Greens. And again, the Hamilton, they look so close, yet couldn't get over the line, Ethan. But you feel that the pressure might break here very soon. They have to have a good scrum here. The Greens caught a little bit unawares there before.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the boys can do down in their half of the field. It's spent most of it down there in the Hawks half, so should be good.
Set up for a clean exit. You'd think maybe the number 8 here in Lockie Miller will take it from the back and just try and settle things for a clean kick. No, they're going to play off their own line, and
McGregor.
For me, that was a massive mistake. You could see it coming. Good hustle by the Hawks. They just needed to take a nice settle there.
Yeah.
Just to settle the play, maybe off the back of the scrum. We'll have another one. It was off a Hawks player, but gee, you won't want to make that mistake twice, Ethan.
No, it's happened to me before. It's not a good feeling.
I can't say it's happened to me before. So here they come again, third scrum of the match. Jack Perry, oh, that's a good scrum by the Hawks. Now it comes wide. White just taking probably a little bit too long with the ball in his hand, but they drive towards the try line. It's on the short side, but they go back towards the open. McGregor trying to wrestle away from the tackler. Good quick release. Now here they come, the Hawks. Oh, the knock on the captain, Kelly Byrne. Couldn't go with it that time.
It's going to be hard for the boys to get out of their end with this wind. It's
the wind
often tricky.
He's right in the Greens' faces. You've seen already early on that just holding up, giving The back three there of Pippin, Burles and Easton. Good chance to counter-attack. So it's the Greens' first line out.
Looks like they're going to hit Miller off this.
Yeah, that's nice off the back. Oh, they can't hold it. Here come the Hawks, close. Pulled up just short, probably half a metre. Good clean out there. That's a penalty. Diving over is the call. There's a bit of a scuffle out there, nothing really to see. So they're going to choose the scrum here, and they have been dominating early on the scrum, and it is a big, big forward pack, isn't it? This Hamilton Hawks side. I've been impressed by the Greens' backline defence out here, really containing the midfield in Crowley and Higgins.
Yeah, it's really come from Huey Price, I reckon. His line speed's been great for the boys.
Good scrum again by the Hawks. They'll hold it in. No, he's going to pick out from the back. Here they come. The Hawks, they're short again, are they? No, they're over. Lovely work by Dyson off the back of the scrum. And the Hawks go up for the first try of the grand final. So nice work by the Hawks.
It's always going to be hard to get out of your own end there, parked on your goal line in this wind. Could be good for the boys to get down there and get it back down.
Yeah, they need to get a deep kick-off here. They've been parked, as you said, we're in the wind tunnel here at number 2 Sports Ground. It's quite cold conditions, and that wind, it's really picked up. Tell you what, it's a good day for sailing, Ethan. Quite a successful kicker.
Yeah, Pippin had a few kicks with him. He's always shown me up down at Townsend.
He's got a good breeze to contend with here today. Yeah, of course, no stranger to goal kicking yourself. Oh, good work there by the Greens, but the flags go up, and the Hawks go ahead 7-0 early on here. Of course, the halves 35 minutes in the grand final.
Price must go deep here.
Yeah, Price, well, he got it to the 22 last time. He's going to have to aim for the corner here. He, as you see there, the wind really holding it up. They looking to attack and offside. Take him in the air, I think that was. I don't know about that one. In any case, by the letter of the law, that is what it is.
Should fire him up, but fiery field. Got a bit of ticker. They're really playing that corner.
Yeah, they are. They're really utilising this breeze. I wouldn't say breeze, it's very thick. Of course, plenty of games here today, plenty of action. We've got the divisional game, we've got Premier 3, Premier 2, Premier 1. It's all Hamilton here today, and all Greens. Part, of course, the divisional. So coming across now, White throws a nice flat ball and Higgins takes them forward. Short ball and good run. Getting them through. McDermott looking for the quick ball, the scrum half in Perry, and another penalty. So Hamilton Hawks well on top at the moment, and looks like a scrum will be packed. Oh, I thought it was a penalty there.
Yeah,
my mistake. He put the arm up for the penalty.
Be overturned here. Touch has had something to say.
Yeah, Brendan Farrer on the far touch line. He'll be refereeing later on in the day. Always got something to say, though.
Could be Hawks feed here.
Could be a Hawks penalty.
Yeah.
So Hawks penalty.
Looks like Lowry's carrying an injury early on. Hurt his hand.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a bit of attention to that hand. So coming off the top, lovely win again by the Hawks, and now they attack the line. It comes out the back. Good run by Higgins again. He's been very strong early on. As they come around the side, here's Crowley now. He straightens up, comes off that right foot. They're 5 metres out. Oh, lovely tackle, but it's on if they get quick ball to the short side. The captain in Byrne is coming. He tries to wind up. We said he can score a few tries. He drives to the line. He's short. Again, just holding on here, the Greens. White with a nice short ball, and again, the Greens get under. Can they hold him out? Yes, they can.
Bit of trouble out wide here.
It was Rogers with a very good run. They need the ball to go to White. Higgins is on the outside. He'll go himself here. Oh, that's a lovely individual try. Patrick White goes over. So really building some good play here, the Hawks and the Greens. Against a very strong headwind, just can't get out of their own quarter.
That wind's really coming in the Hawks' advantage at the moment. Boys really struggling to get out of their own half, so hopefully Price can send it deep. And
so again, Pippin, opposite side, but similar position to where he got the last conversion. As the ball just comes out on the field, the referee might put a hold to it. No, he's keen to let it go. So second attempt of the day for Pippin. Comes in, strikes the ball, and makes no mistake. So 14-0 the score. Still about 20 minutes to play here. Ball kick downfield. Well, that's a poor chase there by the Greens. Not in it, no desperation. They're 14-0 down, and the line was really staggered there. And White gets them downfield on the front foot. That's a lovely kick. There's nobody there from the Greens as Mackay will have to come across.
Here's Crow.
Yeah, Crow stepping. Crow looking for support. Can't find it. 22 out. And he'll get them nicely. So the Greens with the ball for the first time in a very long time. And again, the Hawks, they just are in the faces of this Merewether Carlton side. Price gets it wide, looking to play.
Here's Gulliver.
Gulliver inside ball, outside now.
Back to Bogarts. Here goes Bogarts.
Yeah, Bogarts very quick, we know that. Gets away from one, almost gets away from another. This is where the Greens are dangerous in. Broken field, he slammed to his back. Might get a call from the touch judge there as the Hawks come through. I thought maybe he lost his feet there. And that's a good run by the tight head in Fallon. Fallon over the 40 now.
Here's Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford with a good run. Crawling forward on his knee. Advantage being played. They're all offside, the Hamilton Hawks, as Josh Morgan with a very strong run. So here come the Greens. Can they hit back? Price goes wide. Mackay. Oh, inside ball just didn't work, but advantage was being played. McGregor just overread the play there, but they'll get the ball and you think they'll have to kick deep into the corners here.
Yeah, I think they'll go for maybe a tap or a line out.
Yeah, look, Ryan looking for the tap actually, so there
Bradford.
it is. Bradford winds up. Bradford putting his hand up to do the tough stuff, and he's somewhat isolated here. Here's Miller. Miller getting a ball away. Fallon consolidates the ball. Wellings, big Solomon Wellings. Plenty of talk about him pre-game. Here's Price again. Price goes wide. That's lovely work there by Gulliver to hold on to that. Ball spits out around the ankles there. So the Greens, they look a little disorganised here. The first real chance they've had.
Go Ryan.
Ryan. A good clean out by the Hawks. The hands are in there. Picked up in the end by Ryan.
Really pestering the ruck at the moment, making it hard for Ryan.
They look offside as
ball.
Ryan goes again. That's Miller with another run. Mark Heavily. Here's Price with a ball to Gulliver. Gulliver dances around. Gulliver gets away from the initial tackle. Yeah, that's a knock-on. Unfortunate there, and pleads with the referee, but on the spot it certainly looked like he'd lost control of that ball there, Ethan. That's better stuff by the Greens.
Hawks backline really defending out well. It's going to be hard for the boys. Maybe a kick down in that corner. Right corner might be the go next time.
Yeah, kicking to the open side. The Greens have been up against it in this scrum. It's a big day here for the NHRU, of course the Rams NHRU. Also supported by NIB and Viatech. Of course, Tui's, which I'm sure these young Colts will enjoy early on after this game as the ball comes wide to Pippin. Pippin gets the ball knocked down.
So got advantage there.
Yeah, definite advantage. He went for the tackle there. It wasn't a deliberate knockdown. It's going to be called back for a knock-on.
They can get Bogarts out in space. He always manages to find the line, so hopefully in the second half.
Yeah, he's got some speed. Who wins out of a foot race? You or him?
Oh, him.
The ball comes in. That's a better scrum by the Greens, but still going backwards as White drifts across field.
Greens need to get around this corner here.
White comes back, and again he'll use the wind to his own advantage as it comes across, bounces towards the touchline. Somehow Mackay gets away from one. Lovely work by the fullback. Little chip over the top for himself. Bounces. Oh, lovely work by the big prop forward coming across. Rogers was it? Good run, McDermott, setting the play up. Now it comes back to White. White, nice little short ball, but can't go with it. Now they come around through Pippin. Pippin gets them up towards the halfway and struggling to get back at the moment here. The Hawks, they've lost a bit of distance, and White will go for the kick for his winger. Bogarts. It goes over his head as he somehow winds up with the ball. Is he wrapped up? No, yes, he is, but he gets the ball away. Now Mackay
On the corner.
a few in front of him, and that is a terrible kick across the ground. Not his best of the day. So now the Hawks with a real chance here. White round the corner now. One-on-one for the corner. Oh, lovely work coming across Price. Well read. Burles. Crow was caught out of position.
I reckon
Price comes back in.
Definitely been the Greens' most influential player out there today. He's really...
As his opposite as well, White. Really controlling the game well. Getting away now. Crowley is waiting for him to do something. Again, lovely work, Dyson. He's been busy, the number 8 for the Hawks. Now it goes towards the 22.
Here's Miller over the ball.
They've been strong in attack here, the Hawks, at the breakdown as Hopping takes a run. 14-0 the score down the short side. I've been very impressed by the patience shown by the Hawks. Building phases here, Ethan. Now White, he comes across, throws a flat ball. Almost in the hands of Price. Higgins throws it inside.
Showing real composure here, the Hawks.
Price had another 2 inches in height. That was away for all money. White gets the ball away to Pippen. Pippen will take the ball. And Crowley looking to pick and drive. Coming in is Crow. Good hit. Oh, it opens up. That's poor A and B defence by the Greens. They'll have to lift now as the Hawks get back on the front foot. They go again. Allen picks and drives. This is where they're strong. They'll play 10-man rugby. They might not need to. Tries to get the arm out. Nice run, Hopping. They're caught short on the right. But they'll go straight through the middle. Mildren's calling for the ball. The captain there getting in a war of words with Lowry. The biggest of the Greens players.
Look quick to backpedal there, old Burn.
Nothing like a sledge from the sideline. I don't think he'd have him in reach anyway, Ethan.
Nah, stay well out of that.
So look for a play off the back here. Dyson has a very big blind side to work with as Burl's on his outside. And with the scrum going forward for the Hawks, it's a very good opportunity here for the number 8 to pick up. No, he doesn't. They go to White again. Out the back. Oh, this is good work, but no. Wrapped up and read well by Bogarts. Easton, winger on the far side. He's had plenty of ball. Oh, almost
no.
picked off there by McGregor. Have to watch himself because it is a sin-binning offence. Good tackle around the hip, but rolling forward towards the try, and this will be close. Over, try. Jack Perry scores another here for the Hawks. So tough kick from the sideline, but the Hawks, they built, patience was shown. And it's a testament to the coaching staff for this young Hamilton side because they're playing exactly the same way as the top side does, Ethan.
Yeah, really well drilled team. When I played against them, I was looking for all types of ways to get around them. Still couldn't get around them.
Well, you got to get the ball off them first.
Yeah, I know.
They just hold the ball so well for a young side. Probably better than you'll see in 2s and 3s.
Yeah. Say a good old spray from Benny McCulloch at half time could fire the boys up, but
doesn't mind a spray. Old Benny. It's an interesting coaching staff for the Greens. 3 different characters.
yeah,
Steve Barretto and Tony Price, of course, synonymous with local rugby league. So successful with the West Club in the late 90s and turn of the century, as they say.
yeah. Had a few games for the Tigers there, I believe.
Yeah, he did. Used to pick me up from Nelson Bay and take me to training at West. So Pippen, can he go 3 from 3 here? Strikes it nicely, comes across the face. Oh, goes back inside between the sticks. So 21-0 the score of the Hawks. They are well in control here.
That's what we need from Price.
Yeah, kicks over the head. But here comes again Dyson. really cleaning up at the moment. Sucking in a few defenders, Dyson. Inside ball.
Bogart's under it.
Yeah.
Really chasing hard.
Oh,
No.
just got away from him there. The wind took it, and he's
Isolated.
He's in trouble. Gallant effort by the winger, but somehow he draws the penalty. The green side, they look a little bit tired here after all the defending they've been doing.
3 minutes to go. It'll be interesting to see if Greens can get over here.
Nice work, and the Greens, they'll need a hit back here. Under 3 minutes to go.
Going for the quick line out here.
It's grand final day for the Colts. Oh, not finding the mark. Dyson, he'll put the kick downfield. No one's
Puts it
there.
on the boot.
Mackay showing no desperation. Here come the Hawks. Bogarts is coming back for it as well. Somehow Mackay gets there and slips around, and again, that wind really playing havoc with the kicks. White goes for it, misses it, and now Pippen's on the outside. Here he comes, Pippen, the fullback, so he's rounded up nicely. Perry. The Greens, they need to regroup here.
Really need to hold on in this last 2 minutes.
Here's White. Smart play there, just kicking it in behind. Crow. Not back there. McGregor with the kick. Bounces again. That wind is... Do you think it's a 21-point win?
It's going to be tough to come back from, but I reckon they can do it.
So on halfway now, the Hawks. Now they'll pick and drive up the middle. Allen takes them forward. White, inside ball to Dyson. Dyson. It's his 8th carry.
Looking for the box kick here.
Yeah, well done. Perry.
Not fooled by Hamilton by a good spins.
So we'll get one more chance here with a minute remaining on the clock. They'll have to go 80 metres to score, but they'll want to try before half-time. You can see Price out there. He's trying to get something going. Crow comes to the open side.
Look to be shaping up for the double ace here. Might hit McGregor out the back and then...
Well, they just called up the winger on the open side, the Hawks defensive line. That's a lovely scrum by the Hawks, and the Greens are going to struggle to win this match if they can't match him. And you can see out there, there's some push and shove. Rogers, the big prop forward, having a real chat to him, having a go at them. As you would when the scrum's going backwards, the big prop forward. And there's a bit of taunting going on out there. It could erupt, and I think it's Miller out there having a real chat. And here they go, they want the scrum. You can see Ryan out there, he's the halfback trying to get his troops going, trying to get his forwards firing.
Here we go.
There's Fallon.
Ryan with a bit of sledging here by the look of things.
Yeah, good scrum again by the Hawks. That's lovely work, and short arm to the Greens. So there's a bit of wrestling as Dyson. Here we go. It always promises to erupt here in the Colts grand final.
Bradford.
The young fellas just can't keep that testosterone at bay, Ethan.
Might be what the Greens need here, but...
Yeah, they needed something, because the Hawks don't mind giving that penalty away, because they really showed that they are going to try and go through this Greens pack.
Bowie's always one to fire him up, getting stuck into him.
You can see Rogers, the big prop forward for this Hamilton side. He's fired up now. The adrenaline coursing through the body. There's no time left. They'll go wide straight away. Probably not the best option. I would have tried to work it for them.
Yeah.
Does well though. Gulliver.
Short side on here.
Ryan goes searching for something. Price for the
Oh,
flat ball.
no.
It just drifted away from his intended target, and that'll be a knock on, and that should take us into half time, you'd think. So that's going to be half time, and what a half it was. We're going to take a quick break and come back with all the action of the second half. The Hawks leading 21-0. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Colts Grand Final here for the Rams NHRU. It's major semi-final day, but the young kids here today, they're playing for the silverware. With us up here is Ethan Fowles, the injured Merewether Carlton fullback. And I tell you what they're up against at this half, Ethan, because it's 21-0 in favour of the Hawks.
Greens have got the win coming into this half, so should be good if they kick corners.
Oh, the kick comes through and 22 out, so it starts.
Oh,
and it's
more
a good
than
hit off.
taken high.
Yeah. Conjecture there was calls for a high tackle. The crowd went up.
That's what we need. Needs fine touch, but
it doesn't find touch, and the chase, it's staggered again by the Greens. They would probably want to have fixed that and coming through was Easton. Looks very quick when he gets the ball in space. Hasn't had too many opportunities. And Crowley coming around the corner. Ryan cuts it off. He loses his footing. He's isolated. The Hawks all over the ball. And they come up with a turnover, 15 metres out, Ethan.
Oh, it's been stolen by the number 7.
Yeah. Just digging for the ball. It'll be a Merewether Carlton scrum now. The first half saw the Hamilton Hawks really dominate here at scrum time. So can the Greens turn this around? Has the pep talk from Steve Barretto, and
just need to hold their own here, the boys.
Tony Price hasn't done anything. They, as you said, they just need to hold their own. They don't need to try pushing. They need to work as a unit, this Merewether Carlton side. They've had no ball really in their own half. I'd say they had one passage in that first half, where they put 4 or 5 phases together and they didn't get past the 22. But they have that breeze behind them. They'll need to work it. Ryan looks for it. That's a better scrum by the Greens. Price has it. Price gets a searching kick downfield. Pippin allows it to bounce, and it bounces into his arms. And better chase there, and he'll put the ball deep into the corner, playing safety first, and it's a very good chase by the Hawks.
Smart play there by Mace.
There's Gulliver. He tries to get away. Ryan, he's caught with no options. He'll have to take it in, so now the Greens will be forced to pick and drive, and that might be a good thing for this Merewether Carlton side, because they need to get it out. They need to truck it out, and they need a good exit. Oh, that is a poor pass to Price. Price somehow gets the kick away. And here's Pippin again, well positioned. White back there to help.
In a bit of trouble out wide.
Easton's on the outside here if they can get the ball to him. No, good tackle.
By McGregor it was.
He's been good in defence, McGregor.
Yeah.
He's had to do a lot of it, so. They're 30 metres out, and that'll be a knock on to the Greens. 21-0 the score. A couple of minutes of play in this half. Of course, a massive day here at the NHRU. If you're listening in at home, make sure you come down and you get down, because it's going to be a wonderful afternoon of rugby. Better scrum, but they're going backwards, still picked up by Ryan. Gulliver on the outside looks to charge into this Hawks defence. Good running with purpose there, and here comes Ryan. Ryan. Ryan.
Here's a turnover here.
Yeah, unfortunate there, just couldn't hold the ball. Now the Hawks with possession again in the Merewether Carlton half. The Greens up against it as McDermott tackled around the waist, looking for the ball away, but takes it to ground. White just struggling to get up there, the fly half, stepping off the right. Not making many metres there, but forwards there in force for the Hawks, as they've been there all day. So White offloads the short ball. Now the ball goes wide. That's a lovely run again. He's had a good game. Rogers been tough up front.
Really showing good composure here, the Hawks.
They picked and drive that time, and they're a little bit isolated, probably for the first time in the match, but they will, I dare say, win the ball. There's a Merewether Carlton player in the ruck.
Is it a turnover here?
It may be a scrum, you'll find, to the Greens. Not doing anything with the ball, so... Young referee with the flowing locks. Looks like a young Rob Dalbo.
Here comes Max Stone on the field. Always adds a bit of fire to the Greens pack.
Should be good. Coming on in the 17 jersey. So first change of the game. We look to stiffen up the pack. Better scrum again by the Greens. Good quick ball by Ryan. Now comes around the back.
Good play
Yeah,
there.
lovely work by
Gulliver and McGregor.
Gulliver and McGregor. Good interchange of passing pick.
This is what we need.
Going, looking for some sniping runs here. That's where he's dangerous, is Ryan. Short ball to Miller. Miller. Only a couple of touches here today. He's only had a couple of opportunities, and Price will kick the ball downfield, end over end.
Really need
Again,
to
the
find the
Hawks are
corners
there.
on those kicks.
Burles takes it in. Good chase this time by the Greens. They've picked up that area of their game early on.
Looks
And
like
they
a
turn the
turnover
ball
by
over.
Lowry.
Nice work by Lowry.
Here's Stone's first run of the game.
Here he comes and met in a very good tackle. Driven back. Gets the ball away though.
Yeah, it's
Price
McGregor.
gets it to McGregor. McGregor goes over Gulliver's head. And
Here's Bogarts.
yeah, Bogarts does well. Bogarts gets him up to the 40. It's taken there. That's poor control. That's a penalty in any case to the Carlton side. As Price gives a nice little pat on the head to
Here's Ollie
McDermott.
Ryan and Huey getting into each other here.
Off the side of the boot, gets maximum distance. It's a pretty good kick, and for the first time in this grand final, the Greens.
I think it's the first time they've been in
Yeah, the
Hawks'
first-
22 here.
First time in the 22. As I was alluding
they
to
can
there, so
put something together.
and replacement being made as well. Mackay comes from the field.
Here's
Looks like
Malcolm.
McGregor will go back.
Malcolm's coming on too. Real handy.
As they drive forward and again driven back.
Held up in a maul here.
And they've lost the ball. Nice work, Dyson. Again, he's got to be close to getting play of the match, and it's only early on in the second half. It's almost jumping gun there, Walmsley, and they'll have to watch themselves, the Greens. They can't afford to go a man down as White.
Malcolm's first run of the game.
He's controlled the game really well, White.
Yeah. I think
That's a
he'd be
penalty.
my man of the match so far. Really
Quick
directed
tap
him
taken.
well. Taken by Walmsley. Hawks playing with advantage here.
Yeah, all offside the Greens. Rogers on the short side. They'll go to him. He's
Gonna be
got the ability to offload, and he loses the ball, but advantage was played, so a penalty to the Hawks, and we're really getting piggyback down the field at the moment, Ethan.
Yeah. I think you were spot on there, but I reckon White's really controlled the game here today from 10 for the Hawks and directed them around really well. Doesn't
Kick
look like it's gonna
downfield,
go
doesn't
now.
go out, so Bogarts with the ball. Bogarts, he's going to look to do something here.
There
Does
we go.
well. Good footwork shown by Bogarts. I'll tell you what, his dad had his own shoe line. I think he should get his own boot line with footwork like that.
Been good all year for the Greens. Bogarts really aimed up and yeah, he's cemented his spot on the wing there. Been one of our best, I reckon.
Good run by Walmsley. Now they go forward to Wellings.
Need to attack this.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Come back to the
Here we
right.
go.
Here's
Here's
Bogarts. Bogarts, what can he do? He tries to run over and White, and he does. And he loses the ball.
Unlucky there.
Trying to really ignite something there, Bogarts. Looks like a very good prospect for the Greens on the flank.
Yeah, I think this year or maybe last year, his first season, then yeah, he's really come in. I think he scored probably our leading try scorer here in Colts, so yeah,
Well, he looks every bit of it here today. Every time he's got the ball, he's beat one. As Rogers is going to come from the field.
Jack Allen taking Rogers' position.
And Jack Allen back on the field, of course. The rotation around. Look, it looks like Dyson's gone up front as well.
Looks like Watling's moved into 12 here and pushed McGregor to the back.
Of course, that's Daniel Watling.
Another one to look out for, real good defensive player. And some strong
They've just lost a bit now, the Hawks, with the big fella, Rogers, going from the field. So the Greens, can they peg it back? There's 25 minutes remaining in the half. So plenty of time to score 3 tries. We especially know in the Colts division that they can put tries on pretty quickly. It looks like Hopping's down. That's Caleb Hopping. Just might need a bit of attention, and they'll miss him because he's their go-to man in the line-out.
Greens really need to be patient here. 25 minutes to go.
Big Sione Pilivia is on the field as well. Is that Sione in 17?
Yeah, that's Sione. Another good player for the Hawks.
Yeah, to have him come off the bench, I mean,
Yeah,
he towers above everybody.
shows their depth.
Couple of changes as well for the Greens. Short arm to the Hawks. So just wheeling around. And you can see Dyson, not that he's struggling at the moment, he draws the penalty there, but certainly not getting the push on that Rogers was getting early on. Here's Sione taking it. Ryan coming out of line, the halfback trying to get his forwards pumped up. He's been doing it all day. The young halfback, he's had a solid game at the back. And the forward pack well beaten on paper at the moment. Nice work, Jack Allen. And again, Dyson with a good clean out. White standing wide. They come across, yeah, not releasing the call. And again, bit of push and shove as they really tear into Allen. And reminding of the mistake, well, they're 21 points down, so best be concentrating on getting over the trial. And good kick there by Price. Really getting them in a good position.
Here comes Goodwin and Goodman on
Goodwin
the
and
field for
Goodman.
the
The
Greens.
goodies. Goody, yum, yum. You wouldn't remember that, Ethan.
Going to Lowry.
Comes off the back of Ryan, who throws it.
Bradford.
A no-look pass to Bradford, who set them up centre field. Good quick ball.
Morgan with the pick and drive.
Yeah, Josh Morgan he's dealt with, and he's flung to his back, and good tackle by the Hawks. Good defence, forcing the knock on. Plenty of people watching in from around the world.
Be interesting to see what the Hawks do here. They put it through their hands or find
Right.
touch.
They've got a very deep short side set with Pippin, the man. And again, a good opportunity to take it off the back end. Little knock on at the back, and White, he's hit late there, and a tackle. I think he was committed though, the player. Ducking under that one. Watling comes across field. Watling trying to start something now. He loses the ball, so.
Just trying to push that pass here, the Greens.
Yeah, they're playing desperation footy now. There's still 20 to go, so.
Malcolm.
Oh, nice
Tackled
work
by Miller.
by Miller, knocking the ball free, and has a bit of a chat there to Malcolm. But Miller, he met him. He got the ball back in some poor possession play there by both sides, to be honest. So Ryan with the ball. Green's looking to put a play on the open side. McGregor's on the short side, and again the Hawks scrums lifted. Ryan forced to dig for it, coming across fields. Gulliver does well, and Gulliver takes them forward. He's been solid every opportunity he's got. Gulliver and Ryan has to dive on the ball.
In trouble there, the Greens.
Offside there, the Hawks. Yeah, just too keen there. It was mentioned. Price again with a nice kick over the sideline, gets them up to the 22. So they really have to consolidate here, Ethan. Is this Goodman?
Yep, Goodman, Ryan Goodman.
Allen comes from the field again.
I think it's been a lot more competitive half this half by the Greens, Gareth.
Yeah, it certainly has. Off the top, poor ball, and they'll have to go quick to Miller.
Here
Miller
goes Miller.
winds up. Miller charges onto the ball. Here comes Miller. Lovely run.
Short side's on here.
Yeah, short side. They need it quickly.
Give it.
Here comes Bogarts. They come across. They slide. He can't get towards the corner.
That's what the Greens need.
Here goes Miller again. The Greens, can they come home with a wet sail? Now they go in behind Price with that long ball again. McGregor steps inside. He's caught around the cheek.
Advantage
Ducks
here.
into an advantage being played, as you said. That'll be a penalty. They need to take the tap, though, you feel.
Need to play fast footy here, I think, the Greens.
Yeah, the Hawks, the bigger players starting to knock up. Bradford takes them in. Ryan's going to have to dig for this one. Good counter-rucking by the Hawks.
Hawks have been good at that all day today. Pestering the ruck, really making it hard for Ryan to get clean ball out.
Here comes Miller again. Miller caught up around the head by Dyson in the opposite number, but Dyson's moved up to the prop forward position.
Goodwin's first run of the game.
Yeah, Goodwin gets a nice little carry early on. Good settler. And they've lost the ball here, the Greens, have they? No, they've kept it. Here's Price again. Takes the line on. He's been strong since he's come on, hasn't he, Watling?
Yeah, real good player, Dan. Been unlucky with injuries, but...
Out the backs, Ryan throws the big dummy. No one falls for it.
Loves the dummy.
So they're building now, the Greens. This is the best passage of play they've had all game. But as I say that, the Hawks turn the ball over. And that's a penalty as well, so double whammy there for the Greens. And I can't help but feel I jinxed them then, Ethan.
Greens are really struggling here. Struggling to get over that line. They're a tough team to crack.
53 minutes down on the game clock.
Hitting Rory Ryan there in the head.
Yeah, Rory Ryan, of course, playing
Getting
in the
every
grand
bit he
final. We are
deserves.
streaming the juniors grand finals today as well. He's been around rugby all his life, Rory Ryan.
Tipping and
So here they come now. The
Rabbi.
Hawks. Nice run by Rabbi. Another good player
Knocked
coming on
down
off
here.
the bench for this Hawks side.
looks
As
like
White
Hawks with advantage.
knows the advantage is there, so just offloads it. White. The calls for the kick was on, and again, lovely temperament shown by White. McGregor was very close to getting charged down there. Now, here they come. Here's the danger man.
Held up here.
Yeah,
by the
Crowley.
looks of things.
I thought he would have tried to beat his man on the outside there, to be fair,
Yeah.
but
Looks
just
like
couldn't quite get there.
Crow.
Yeah, Crow on the far side did well.
Well done there by Crow.
On the much bigger man. Hamilton making another change here. Will Tarrant coming on.
That looks like Tom Hanley
Tom Hanley.
coming on at halfback.
Sorry, Tom Hanley. I was looking at the Greens. Tom Hanley will go into halfback. It was a lovely effort there by Jack Perry, who scored a try as well. Ryan floating ball to Price. Out the back to McGregor. Has Gulliver on the outside. Gulliver Just couldn't get to the outside there and link up with Bogarts. Thought there was a little opportunity for a little kick in behind for Bogarts there. Here's Miller. Miller passes this time.
There we go.
Bradford makes the break. Bradford runs away from support. 22 out, and the Greens come and flood the breakdown. Kamikaze style. And that's a penalty.
Miller and Stone.
21-0 still, 15 minutes to play. So time ticking for this Merewether Carlton side. The Hamilton Hawks, they've done well to not concede a try so far. Little kick over the top.
Finding touch there.
Yeah, that's a mistake. McGregor.
Good to see if McGregor takes him on.
Yeah, he does take them on and runs back towards his forwards. Good,
there
smart counter-attacking play there by McGregor.
Here's Morgan.
And Josh Morgan. Good hit there. It was a Rabbi coming off his line and doing the clean-out work as well. Yeah, can't do that. He was bound and came back out. He had a second crack at it.
Ryan definitely taught him a lesson there.
Price goes for the line and gets them
Another good
right on the 5-metre line. That is perfection. And is this the opportunity for the Greens to go over, Ethan?
14 minutes to go. They're going to have their work cut out for them now.
Feel the wind. The wind's really picked up again as well, so making it hard for the throwers in the line out. As you can see there, it drifted away, and he tried to account for the wind, but he accounted too much there. I'd hate to see him at tax time.
Yeah, that wind's definitely advantageous coming into that corner, but credit the Hawks, they've defended really well in this second half. I think they've even struggled to get out of there and half.
Yeah, they definitely have. You can see
leaked the points.
This breeze, and for all the other teams watching on here at home, getting ready for the grand finals, I'll probably take note and take heed of this wind, because you certainly don't want to be playing catch-up footy coming into the break. 21-0 the Greens. They've struggled to get over the line, and the Hawks really holding on to that lead well here.
Another good scrum by the Hawks.
Stop it. Personal jinx, Ethan.
Turnover here. Yep.
Yeah, turnover, nice work for the Greens. So now can they attack?
Here's Ryan Goodman.
Yeah, Goodman bouncing around and sets it up nicely. There's nobody there though, and Ryan looking for runners and losing the ball as well. So here come the Hamilton Hawks. Rogers back on the field.
Really struggling with direction here, I reckon, the Greens.
Yeah, direction and I guess a bit of ball handling as well.
Throwing everything at him, but
here comes wide again. Rabbi goes wide and losing the ball with the bad tackle. Gulliver can't kick through. I thought he may have got the toe ahead on that one, and could have been the first try for the Greens. 12 minutes remaining, 21-0 the score in this Colts grand final.
I think they'll take on the short side here with McGregor and Gulliver, by the looks of things.
Yeah, they're the two players certainly that'll look good, along with Bogarts on the right as well.
Looks like Price is calling for it though.
Depends which way the scrum goes. Yeah, Price comes across.
Switch.
Little switcheroo, and
here goes Watling.
Yeah, Watling comes through. He slices. He can't get the ball away. He looks dangerous every time he touches the ball. Ryan goes to Miller. Miller drives towards the line. He's 5 metres out. Good counter-rucking there. Price with limited options finds McGregor. Has Bogarts on the outside. Bogarts needed to cut inside. Flick pass and goes over. The line wants to go back on the inside, and he just couldn't get there. Oh,
Stone there.
yeah, just has a little crack at him.
Didn't hear the whistle.
I'm sure he did.
Bit of frustration building up there.
So a couple of replacements again for the Greens.
Morgan and Bradford leaving the field.
Bradford's had a solid game out there today.
Yeah, always goes hard.
Both
Same with
ways and
Morgan.
wingers always coming through for the Greens.
Morgan and Bradford.
Here they come now, winding up. Coming across and wattling, trying to try something there, and they lose the ball to Greens.
Walmsley.
Walmsley, can he get a try? No. Sets it up. Ryan looking for runners. Oh, losing the ball, is he? No, he's
done well to
hasn't
hold
he?
on to that.
Good one. Here's Ryan to Price. Price tracks across field, steps back in, runs the ball this time, attacks the line. It's still on to the left. They can get quick ball, but they may have lost it. They have. So the Hawks with it. McGregor, there's nobody at home. Bogarts probably has to get back, but in the end, McGregor gets to his feet, and penalties have been blown with under 10 minutes to go now.
Hawks have done really well to hold the Greens out there.
This crowd really building for the later games here today as well, of course. The Hamilton Hawks of Merewether playing off in all the Premier grades.
Price looks to be leaving the
Price,
field.
yeah, Price is coming off. He's had an admirable game. It's hard.
Done really well.
It's hard to get your back line going forward when
Looks like
you
he's
haven't
been
had much
sin
ball.
bin there.
Yeah, he has been sin bin, yeah.
Yellow card.
So you won't see at the game.
See what that was for, Gareth?
I didn't. Too tough, maybe.
Mention leaving the field too.
Yeah, mentioned coming up. He's had a good game in everything. I don't know if that one was straight. Yep, and he's called it, the referee. So the Greens come up with it, and I don't know if that one was straight either, but Miller with a good run.
Rabbi over the ball there.
Oh, very well done by the Hawks. They're all over that.
Strong.
That's a penalty. That was very strong over the ball, wasn't it? Perfect technique. That one going out the back.
Walmsley, good line speed.
The defence in the second half on both sides has been enormous. No points scored. It's unusual for a Colts game. Rabbi goes
Trouble
right
here.
Yeah, big trouble. Taken down. Is Jago, is it?
Malcolm here.
Yeah, Malcolm picks a drive. He's been solid since he's
Yeah.
come on. Yeah, thrown to the ground there and may find himself into trouble, and here we go. Bit of a scrap.
Frustration really building up here. Ryan loses his feet.
Always gets it amongst it, doesn't it? Always,
Always
comes
gives
off
it a
second
crack.
best. This is a great display by the Hamilton Hawks here today. They've been undefeated for a couple of years now, and this just goes to show why.
Yeah. I think their defence has been the main thing. Being able to hold the Greens out in that wind has been it's been remarkable.
I'll be going home after this with another jacket on.
Coming straight through that alleyway.
Calls for sending off, but I think it should be okay. 7 minutes to go.
Watling in trouble here.
Yeah, Watling has certainly been enterprising since he's come on. He's going to have a chat.
I think he's going to go for the pocket here.
I think he's going to stay. Oh no, he's going to go for the pocket. Yellow card. So reduced again to Merewether Carlton side, and
Playing with 13 now.
that's no good. Of course, foes on the field, but friends when they get to fannies. Well, Argyles it is now. Big tap
Ryan
taken.
coming out of the line.
Sione. He's White. White goes wide.
In trouble on
The Hawks are
short
building
side
out,
here.
taking out to the open on the right. Here's White, he's come around. He goes back towards his forwards. Oh, little clash there with the referee, but couldn't get out of the way. Send him off.
Greens look to be bringing on Hamish, Will and O'Connor entering the field.
Yep, couple of replacements.
Might be what the Greens need for their
The last
scrum,
6.5
Taryn.
minutes. A good effort there in the grand final. They were up against it up front here today, so it's always a tough day at the office. When your scrum's going backwards. Never the front row's fault though. Here's White getting on it with depth. Rabbi goes wide and the ball goes to ground again, so pass
well
across
by
Sticky.
Crowley.
Crowley does well, offloads the ball and Rabbi goes towards the line. They're 5 metres out now, the Hawks. White drifts across, keeps drifting. He's already got one, the fly half. Can he go two? No, he's 5 out. Dyson standing, Dyson offloads. Here's the captain.
Well defended there by Bogarts.
Yeah, nice work, Bogarts. Little man on big man. Malcolm goes through, and can he get through the line? Yes, he can. That's a try. So they go over for a try here, the Hawks. It didn't take long to build that time, but you felt it was coming. It certainly did. So Malcolm, he's been good since he's been on, Ethan.
Yeah, very dangerous player, Malcolm.
So Taryn with the kicking duties now. Both benches been cleared. As we see McDermott coming from the field. He had a very good game, particularly the line-outs. It comes across the face, and there'll be no more points added to that. $26-0 the score. So under 5 minutes remaining. This one kicked deep downfield.
Well picked up there by Malcolm.
Running across field, Malcolm.
Desperation showed there by Walmsley.
Over halfway. He's almost quick hands, goes back, and I thought that was a knock on at the end there.
I think he signalled advantage there to the Hawks. So.
White can't find his intended target. And it's been a great effort for these Hawks to hold out the Greens to nil.
And a really good performance.
Miller came across there. He'll have to watch himself because caught him across the chin, I thought.
Rabbi.
Now they're going wide. Boyles with the ball. Inside now. This will be a try. Lovely stuff by the Hawks. And that'll close out the game. And you can hear the Hawks crowd. They're jubilant.
Always jubilant, the Hawks crowd.
Try under the sticks. So the score now 31-0. You think it'll go to 33 with a kick to come. Under 3 minutes to go. Can the Hawks do it again? Really blow out the score.
Hanley from in front here.
Flags go up this time, so conversion is successful. 33-0. McGregor with the restart. He goes deep this time and bouncing over the head, and that'll go into touch. So can the Greens get a consolation try? Touched by a Hawks player. Miller off the top, they'll bind. Miller goes for himself, and I think he's over.
I think he is.
I thought he got that over then. They'll pick and drive from the back, and that's a try.
There we go.
So 33-5, the score.
I think that was Watling that went over, was it? Or
I think it was Watling. It was one of the forwards from the back.
was it? I don't even think Watling's on the field. And
Yeah, no, I think didn't he get 10 in the bin? Watling got 10 in the bin, didn't he? Anyway. 33-5, consolation try. We're into injury time now. Probably about a minute.
sure the boys will still find a way to celebrate that try tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And the young Hawks, they'll be drinking from the baby bird bath tonight. That one falls short from Gulliver. So the restart here, there's under a minute remaining. Has been a very good display by the Hamilton Hawks here today as we tick towards full time. Who's been your best out there?
I still think the 10's been the most influential player on the field. I reckon he's really directed them around well today.
Yeah, White, he's been good. Special mention to Dyson as well. He's certainly led the forwards around. Allen comes in, tries to put a shot on.
Miller's really dug deep today.
Yeah, for the Greens, he's been good. And there's confusion out there for Carlton. 10 seconds remaining of regular time. It comes back, McGregor. Charged down by the Hawks.
O'Connor
Dyson,
with the ball.
Yeah, here comes O'Connor now. And
Met strongly.
that's a good tackle. That's as good as you'll see all day. Ryan comes out the back for Ryan, and they'll spin around. So no time remaining. Comes back now for McGregor. McGregor puts it downfield. The Hawks will get one more chance here to counter. They've got nothing to lose. Now they go wide. And that'll go out, and that'll be full time. As the Hawks run onto the field, jubilant. They come out victors, 33-5 in the Colts Grand Final. Thanks very much for joining us, Ethan. Of course, we'll be here for Prem Ones at the Women's Grand Final here today. It is the major semi-final for Premier Ones, and of course, our Junior Grand Finals streaming all day. Thanks for coming. Glad to have you. We'll get you again sometime.
Thanks for having me, Gareth.
Thanks very much. We're going to head to a break. Don't forget, we've got Grand Finals going on for AFL and all around. Semi-finals here today on the home of grassroots sports, Bar TV Sports. I'm Gareth Wozniak, and we'll catch you again later in the afternoon for the Premier One major semi-final.
gentlemen, Kelly Blunt, come on the winner of the Jackpot Award for 2018. The line 5 teams to come down the presentation cards, please. Ladies and gents, well, congratulate the men officiating the middle, our main man, Xavier Edwards, who has the control of the staff. Xavier brings on forward. Middle to the water by Uncle Ron Holton. Xavier was joined by Dennis Starr, Paul Marr on the sideline, the fourth referee over Ted Short. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award is done is the most rated player of the past and very final. The NHRU board, the request to be today selected number 10 for Hamilton. Thank you for the award presentation by the vice members of the NHRU. Could I ask the captain of Merewether, Bo Walmsley, to bring the players across for the medal? Ladies and gentlemen, the professional players, the runner-up, and Colts are the winners of the 2019 Colts competition.